April 2026 was not at all a normal month. A company dropped one of the most powerful AI models and locked it away. A courtroom in Oakland might decide the future of one of the biggest AI company, and while all of this was happening, three frontier models were dropped by different labs. Here's everything you need, everything that matters. Here we are, the month where AI actually got serious, and all the major AI updates that is needed will be covered here. And we started April with four frontier models dropping all at the same time. GPT 5.4, Claude Sonnet 4.6, Gemini 3.1, and Grok 4.2. And a year ago one of these was an event, but now it's just a normal day. And OpenAI actually did not stop there. On April 21st they dropped Images 2.0, and their old image model is permanently retired and will be retiring in May. And this is not an update because the new model actually thinks before it generates, reasons through compositions, and also produces a fair amount of accuracy as well. 2 days later, GPT 5.5 lands. On April 23rd, GPT 5.5 landed. It is faster and more agentic and uses fewer tokens. People are ditching Claude Code for GPT 5.5 codecs because they feel that it is more productive. And one of the biggest stories of the month was Claude Mythos and Project Glasswing, and nobody is actually talking about this because this is a 10 trillion parameter AI, one of the most powerful AI that has ever been created. And they said we are not releasing it for the public because it found certain vulnerabilities in the current existing major software. So they have instead launched a project called as Project Glasswing, giving controlled access to one of the and major companies like Apple, Microsoft, Google, AWS, and Nvidia about more such 50 critical organizations because they have to become resistant against one of the most powerful AI that has ever been created. There are rumors about Anthropic creating a panic in among public that they are releasing a very powerful model, but it will be seen as it goes. And three things happening in parallel, that is DeepSeek dropped v4 on the exact same day as GPT 5.5, and I don't think this is a coincidence because China is clearly competing in the AI race and they're up against US. OpenAI has 3,000 employees but DeepSeek has 300. Meanwhile, OpenAI is pushing Codex with 4 million users. Can you imagine 4 million users? And most of the people who were using Claude Code are going to GPT 5.5 Codex because it uses fewer tokens. One of the major complaints of Claude Code was it hits the rate limits very, very quickly. And there are obviously layoffs going on. I covered this in my last month's update video as well. Oracle is cutting up to 30,000 and redirecting 10 billion into AI. Okay, and layoffs keep coming on and going on, right? And another one, Anthropic quietly had one of their best months because if anybody of you was active on Twitter, Anthropic was releasing updates every single day, almost every single day. Claude 4.7 dropped on April 16th, and yeah, Claude Design was also launched by Anthropic Labs, and they kept on piling up the partnerships of connectors, and the latest one being Adobe. Today on April 28th, the day video is being recorded, and there are two stories in the next one, that is actually who has the power over AI and what they do with it. Okay, and yeah, Anthropic just told that they would not be signing a deal with Pentagon for mass surveillance and a lot of things to do in US. And Google and OpenAI and XAI all have signed a deal with Pentagon so that they will be partnering in defense mechanisms and AI, autonomous AI weapons is something where the future is heading, and there is a lawsuit, a trial between Elon Musk and OpenAI CEO Sam Altman. A courtroom in Oakland might decide the future of one of the biggest AI companies. And here's the matter that I'm going to explain you in a very simple terms. Elon Musk was one of the co-founder of OpenAI and took the stand against Sam Altman. His claim is that OpenAI abandoned its non-profit mission and committed fraud doing it. He wants $150 billion and Altman removed. I'm reading it out that what was Elon Musk's claim, and if he wins, OpenAI's IPO collapses, XAI plus SpaceX takes over. And the argument of Sam Altman is that Elon Musk is doing all of this to promote his AI Grok from XAI. And here's what nobody is clearly saying: April wasn't crazy because of all these models dropping. April was crazy because of the decisions. Look, Anthropic did not release one of the most powerful models to the public, and Google signed a deal with Pentagon, which Anthropic refused, but OpenAI, Google, XAI, all of them have signed. And a jury is now deciding the future of one of the biggest AI companies in Oakland. And this is currently happening now, right now when I'm recording this video. These are the dates on which they are happening, right? And yeah, I share such AI updates every month on this channel, and I'm also building a solo AI agency from scratch. I'm 18, called as Sphereflow. If you want to follow that, you gotta subscribe, and if you want to stay ahead in the AI race, you gotta subscribe.